this is going to be my sketchbook tour for the sketchbook. I don't really want the intro to be too long, so I think we're just going to get into it. But first, let me just show you the stickers. So here are the stickers on the front and on the back. Kind of random. My friend Haley made this one. And she also made this cute strawberry. Love that. And she made the Harry doll one. And then all of these are just, I wish I could remember who made them, but I got these at like the local art store. I think I made this sticker. It's kind of, it's okay. I made it like a while ago. So this sketchbook, let's talk about it. It took me 2 years to make, over 2 years. So I started in May 2022. I didn't finish it until this year in September. It's kind of like around like September, October time. And so this sketchbook took me over 2 years to finish, like I said. But yeah, so this one took me a long time for a few different reasons. I'm currently in grad school, which I think is the main reason. The sketchbook kind of goes in sections, which I'll point it out to you once we get there. But it's kind of like I did like the first third, probably in 2022, and then I took a break for a long time and I worked in my silly sketchbook, which there's also a tour of that on here. And I just completed my other silly sketchbook, so like, I know I said I didn't want this intro to be long, but it's long. Okay, I'm sorry, I have too much to say. But yeah, basically the gist is this took me a lot longer than usual, but I'm pretty sure it's because I was in grad school, and then when I was making art, it was either for grad school, which, by the way, I'm still in grad school. So yeah, I would either be making art for grad school, or I would do art in my silly sketchbook, which if you don't know what that means, just go watch the video. But yeah, I just completed another silly sketchbook, which I'm excited about, so that should be on here shortly as well. But I wanted to do this one first to get it over with and shelve her away, because I feel like this is one of those sketchbooks where it's just like it's been with me for too long. Like I'm ready to retire her. Like she she needs to rest. So let's just get into the sketchbook. So you can tell it's old because it has my old Instagram handle for my art page. I think now it's like leep.art, but it used to be leep.art. So yeah, started May 2022. I usually keep the front like left page that's attached to the cover. I usually use that for swatches, so this is my swatch page. Pretty plain other than that. By the way, there's gonna be lots of cat hair because my cat just sheds everywhere, and that's fine. So that's that first page. Here's the actual like first page of the sketchbook. So it's so weird talking about this because I did it so long ago, and I feel like I've improved since then. But it's also interesting looking back. So I did a self-portrait for the first page, which I think is kind of fun. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I used like Copics and then colored pencil on top. So pretty simple, but I remember I liked how it turned out at the time, and I still kind of like it. I think I could do better now, but I like it. It's so weird because I remember doing this so long ago, but I like the spread, so there's not going to be a lot to talk about, so sometimes I'll just be flipping through pages. But I really like watching sketchbook tours where the person's like talking the whole time and talking about their process, so I'll try to do that when I can because I think it's interesting. I think this is definitely just colored pencil. This is like some kind of marker, and then I put like the little window thing that you get in like those little, you know what I'm talking about, like the mail that you get that has like a little clear window. I put that over that because I thought it looked cool. I don't know, I was experimenting. This looks like Copic markers and colored pencil, pen, and then all of the above for all of this. So once again, very random. I think I was trying to, this is kind of like the start of me experimenting a little bit more, which maybe it doesn't seem like that yet. But just like doing things that are like cartoony and like that I didn't spend a lot of time on. I started doing that a lot in this sketchbook, which I think is kind of like where my art style is going. So it's weird. I haven't looked at the whole thing in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how it progresses. Here's another self-portrait. I still really like this. I think it looks cool. I think I remember I used these crayons that were like, I still have them, they're like rocks. Like they're like in the shape of rocks, so they're kind of really hard to work with. But it was also cool because I feel like it gave me more freedom to just like make it messy. Um, and then I think I went back in with like a colored pencil to do some details and stuff, but I still like this self-portrait. Yeah, this is self-explanatory. Ted Cruz ate my son, and that's all you need to know about that. There's my cat. By the way, I didn't just write Booby there randomly. That's what I call him, because his name's Bo. Here's me trying to experiment more with, like, I think I said it, look, my attempt at a loose, drawn still life. I'm trying to be edgy, can you tell? So, like, I'm trying to experiment and do something looser, but it's just hard because I think I was just going through that stage. I'm still going through that where it's like I'm trying to simplify things in my work and do more like cartoony, loose things, but I also love like the detail still, and I'm trying to find the balance of that, which is fun. I really like this page. It kind of bled through. I think it still looks cool. I don't remember what these were. I want to say these were Carandace crowns. I'm probably saying that wrong. But those like pastel crayons, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then this is watercolor, which I like this little guy still, he's cute. I remember really liking this spread, and I do still like it. This is very experimental for me. Even still, I'd love to do more stuff like this in my current sketchbook. It's just like messy, but I really liked it. So this is obviously supposed to be like, I don't know if it's obvious, but it's supposed to be like looking up into the trees and into the sky. But I really like how you can just like see the strokes, and I want to say this was also done with some kind of pastel, like water soluble pastel, if I remember. And then I like this page too. It's kind of like I used pastels and then I think I like scraped some off, and then there's some texture here with, I think I probably used like a stick or something to make the texture. So I still really like this page. I'd like to do more stuff like this. Yeah, these random things, these random sayings, I think this is a little silliness going on here, if you know what I mean. Just experimenting, doing not self-portraits, but doing portraits and people like I love to do. Those hands are struggling. You're not going to talk about it. It's fine. That's what sketchbooks are for. It doesn't have to look good. I remember this page. I remember I started it and I liked it, and then I think I tried to outline it and I did not like how it looked. And then I don't know what happened here. I like ripped part of it off. I don't know. Something weird happened here. But I remember I colored this and I'm pretty sure it bled through the other side. Yeah. And I like the other side a lot more. So I think I just outlined it with like a red pencil or something. So I like how this looks a lot more than the original one, which is kind of cool that it bled through like that. Here's another little self-portrait. There's going to be I think there's lots of little self-portraits in here, and I still like this drawing a lot. I think it's cool. And if you like look at it like tilted, it's like looks more normal. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense to me. Other little doodles. I think I was on vacation visiting some family during this time, so I'm pretty sure this was like a challenge on Instagram, the still here, still life thing. And I was trying to do some kind of cartoony thing. Don't love how it turned out, but that's what sketchbooks are for. That's terrifying, and exactly what this is. This is terrifying. I'm so sorry, and I'm sorry. And it's just scary. I think it's cursed and we're not gonna look at it. I love this page. I'm still pretty happy with this. Pretty sure I used my Prismacolors on here, and I love how the red background like peeks through the whole drawing. I think it's really pretty. Here's another self-portrait. I told you there's going to be lots of them. Oh yeah, this page is dedicated to my tattoo. Well, I got this one, and then I got the star. So that was a while ago. I guess this was like 2 years ago. Cool, there's a train. But yeah, so this is where I got my tattoo. That's a loud train. And so I think in a different, like, my like throwaway sketchbook, which I don't talk about because she's ugly. No, I'm kidding. But I think in like another like throwaway sketchbook, I just did like a bunch of stars and I picked out the one that I wanted tattooed. So this is that one, and then I got it tattooed on my wrist, which is kind of cool. I really love how like flat this is. I think it looks cool. And even with like the bleed through, I don't know. There's something about it that I kind of like. Okay, so if you don't know about my silly sketchbooks, this is a good intro. Pretty sure this is a silly sketchbook page. Am I allowed to post on YouTube? I don't know. We'll just cover it. I don't know. This is makeup. Like, there's a lot going on. It looks disturbing, but kind of I like it. I don't know. It feels more like stream of consciousness than anything. Okay, I mean, we're covering some stuff up because I don't know what YouTube is gonna do. Here's this page. Kind of fun, kind of cool. I like this eye. I like the collage aspect of that. It's pretty cool. So once again, very random. Whenever I have like leftover paint from another project, I usually just smear it on a blank page and try to make it look interesting. So I remember, I think it was around this time, I want to say like this spread is when I took a break, like for a while, like a few months. I was working in other sketchbooks and I was busy doing stuff for school, and then I'm pretty sure this is me coming back to it like a few months later, and then there's another break somewhere over here. So I like both of these pages. My favorite is probably the ring pop. She's cute. I love how that turned out. And then here's another little weird self-portrait. I like how it turned out. And then I usually tend to swatch the colors and stuff that I use in my drawings in the sketchbook also. This page, I said ew because I don't know, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it just like got smeared, I don't really know, but it's interesting. We'll keep it there. I remember this page I used these big, like water-soluble pastel crayons that I really like. And they're very chunky, so it's kind of hard to do details. But I wanted to do like a big portrait with them. This is my ticket to see the Barbie movie, and the tape is like making it fade, so it just says B. But it was when I saw the Barbie movie with my friends. And then I think we went to a restaurant and they had fortune cookies, and so this was in my fortune cookie. Just random stuff. And then I think this was from like an internship I was doing for art therapy. So I didn't draw this, but I started coloring it, and I guess I didn't finish it, but it's kind of cute. I really noticed like improvement in my style when I look at pages like this. Like, I think this is pretty good. I still like this. But like this, I feel like I could do so quickly. And I remember, I didn't work like super hard on this, but I remember it took me a little bit of time. And I was kind of like, yeah, I'm pleased with that. I just feel like now I could do so much better. I would add so much more shading, and yeah. I'm trying not to be like judgy of my old art, but I feel like that's just normal. Like it's good to look back and see how you've improved. Here's some figure drawing practice, which I really like how these turned out actually. I really like her. He's okay. I like how she turned out too. And I guess they were each 5 minutes. I need to do more of this in my new sketchbook because I really like it, and it helps so much when drawing people. Like, figure drawing is just such a fundamental part of drawing, in my opinion. This is like one of my most cohesive pages. I kind of wanted to make like a page about the Spider-Verse because that was kind of like trending at the time, and I really loved the movie. And so this is Miles, and then hold that out. There he is. There he is swinging. I like this drawing. It's pretty simple, but it's cute. Here's another little figure drawing thing. Here's some random swatches from, I guess, some other drawings I did. I'm not sure. Oh, I kind of forgot about this page. I like this page too. The anatomy is like definitely off with the eyes. Like, it's definitely off, but I still like it. I don't know. I like the looseness of how I did that, and I think that's fun. I like these little guys. Octopus is cute. I remember doing that. I think I did this in like a bigger sketchbook, and then I just cut them out and glued them in here. And here's some more fishies. I guess I was trying to do like a fish spread, and this is random. I think I was just sketching on this piece of paper. It's like there's a ferret or something, and there's like a seahorse, and I don't know who this is. It's random. I don't know. Threw it in there. I do like this little portrait. I like how I did it. I really like this page. I like how I shaded the portrait kind of like, what's it called? Vertically. I shaded it vertically. And then I did 3 different types of bananas down here. I think this is with like crayons. I can't say that. I think this is with crayons. There's a dog barking. This is with crayons. Oh. Guys, there's lots of dogs in my apartment complex. This is with crayons. I think these are watercolor. Just some bananas. You know what I mean. I don't know what I'm saying. Is this commentary good? I might not even use this. I might just like put some music behind it. I don't know. We'll see. I think this is watercolor. This is Copics, some kind of marker. Another random page of little portraits and doodles. I got this little toy in a Happy Meal that I got with my friends, and his name is Rick. So I thought it was funny, and so I put this in here. And that's the whole story. So yeah, I think that this was also kind of a break. Took a break between here and this spread because it says January 2024, so I want to say there was a little bit of a break here. I got back into it, just doing some little doodles and random stuff. I like this little kitty. He's cute. I think these were gouache. Pretty sure. Which I don't use my gouache that often. I love it. It just I have to like take it out and I'm just lazy. I have to like take it out and squeeze out the amount that I want, and it's really not that hard. I just don't use it as much. But pretty sure these are gouache. I like how this turned out. It's a little, the proportions are a little off, but I wanted to make the paint kind of like a little more chunky and just like, I don't want to say abstract because it's not really abstract, but just like blended a little bit more like in sections. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I like how it turned out. I like this, like the blue colors that I got. I think those are pretty. And then this was a little print thing that I did in one of my classes. I forgot, I think I wrote on it. Monotype printing, yeah. I don't remember exactly how we did it, but there would be like a color and then we like would draw on this side and then it transferred over to this side. I don't really remember. TBH, but it's kind of cool. This is just random. I think these are some doodles I did when I was at my internship with some kiddos doing art. And I kind of like how they turned out. They're definitely like wonky. I mean, I think that was on purpose for these. But I like them. I love this little guy. Do you hear the train? That's so loud. I really do like this little guy. Like, I would love to make him a sticker. I don't know, I think he's cute. Very simple, but... And then this is just colored pencil over a painted background. I guess I had some extra paint from something. I remember I drew this at the park, and I was very anxious when I was drawing it because there weren't that many people around, but I think there was like a family party next to me, and they kept like they weren't really looking at me. I think I was just like paranoid, but I remember I was really anxious when I drew this, but it's kind of cool. I also drew this at the park the same day, I'm pretty sure. Not great, but just doodling. I like how this portrait turned out. I remember I used like these very cheap markers that bled through easily, so yeah, I covered up this side, but yeah, I used these like really cheap markers to color the hair and the skin, like the base of the skin, and all of this. And then I went over it with colored pencil, but I kind of like how it turned out. It feels kind of like vintage. Here's a watercolor painting. I'm pretty sure these are grabby watercolors, which I'll show you what they look like. I got these at like a conference, but they're beautiful. They're like my favorite watercolor now. And I'm pretty sure they sell like, this is not an ad, but this is not sponsored, hashtag not sponsored. They're just like really pigmented and beautiful. I'm pretty sure that's what I used for this painting. I recommend these, they're pretty cool. Okay, this one is random, so sometimes I just stick random art stuff in my sketchbooks. This was for my art therapy class, but we were trying to make a little zine, so it doesn't, I don't think it really makes sense, but we used like magazines and just did some collaging and stuff. There's Harry Styles. I had an extra sticker, so I put him in there. So yeah, random. I want to say these are just like Crayola markers. I like how this portrait turned out. I think these are just Copics, or it might be some of my Tombow brush pens, which are pretty good too. Like this little bear, he's cute. I don't know how I feel about these pages. Like, don't love this portrait, don't love this one or this one either, but you know, it's all part of the practice. And then I think I was already kind of done with the sketchbook. Like I still had a few pages, but I was kind of like, I want to get it done. And so I just put some of these that I also did for art therapy. They're just little artist trading cards, little collages that I think are cute that I did. So I just stuck them in there to fill up space. feel like there's so much going on. I love this drawing though. I think she looks cute. And then I like this. It's pretty simple, but I think I did a little portrait of like an old woman in the yellow, and I didn't really like it, and so I covered it up with this, and it's kind of cool. I really love this painting. I'm pretty sure I used like Crayola markers. I just did like some red and stuff, and then Crayola is water soluble, so I added some of this like cheap skin color peach paint over it, and it like blended really beautifully. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are just like cheap acrylic paints over like Crayola marker, but I love how it turned out. I think it's really like subtle and beautiful, so if you know what this is from, then you must live in America. I'm sorry about that. This is when I got some of my first tempera paint sticks from Casey's Scraps, which if you've never been there, it's in Kansas City. And I'm pretty sure Scraps has other stores across the country, but it's great. It's a great store. Basically they sell just like used art stuff for like super great prices, and I got some tempera paint sticks because I've always wanted to try them. Let me show you. So this is what they look like. They're very pretty. Yeah, I just picked up some used ones for, look, 25 cents for each one. Super cheap. Very bright and vibrant. They're pretty hard to do like detailed stuff with. I mean, they're very just like chunky. They look like lip balm. But it's super fun to just like cover big spaces with. So I do love these. Which I don't think I used them at all here. I was just swatching them. And then I'm pretty sure this is just some colored pencil with watercolor. I think I did this in one of my classes. Some random figure drawing stuff. And then we're getting to the last few pages. I was ready to be done. I'll be honest. I was ready to be done. I'd been working on it since May 2022, and I was like, I am ready. But I like these pages still, so I think I was just doing some blind contour of faces and random objects around me. I also love doing blind contour. It's just really fun to loosen up and see what you can create. And then I think this is from my internship. I'd done some watercolor with the kids, and I like how this turned out. It looks cool. I think we were drawing our emotions. And I guess that's how I was feeling. Here's some more figure drawing stuff I think I did in my bigger sketchbook. And then I cut out the ones that I like and put them in here. And then here's a little portrait of Chappell Roan, because she was up and coming. She still is. I mean, she's great now. She's like a pop star now. But everyone was talking about her, so I was like, I gotta draw her. The hair is crazy. This was watercolor and colored pencil. It was fun. I like how the hair turned out. So yeah, these last few pages were just, these last few pages I was just ready to be done. But it was kind of fun. I mean, I just like experimented. I don't know. I have lots of like leftover collage materials from when I worked at my internship and stuff. So I don't know. I had these men, some of them problematic, and I put them on here. And I don't know. You can figure out what you think it means to you. But I've thought about having like my own like journal or sketchbook just for collage, because I really have been getting into collage, like especially the past like year or 2 years. But I don't know. I don't do it enough to have like a designated journal yet, but maybe in the future. Here are some hearts that some of my kiddos drew. I just cut them out and put them in here, and this looks like I was trying to just get rid of some extra paint. This was something I was going to use for a school thing, but didn't, so I put it in here. I'm pretty sure this is like a blind contour with my cat, and then I colored him in, so that's why he looks a little wonky. And just some more, trying to use some paint that I had left over from a project. I mean, I'm just ready to be done at this point. I feel like you can tell. We're on the last spread, so. And then this is the end. I didn't even have energy to do a drawing or anything for the last page. I was just done. So it says, the end. Can you tell I'm so done with the sketchbook? LMAO. There she is. This is a little, I think I got this from Michael's. It was like a free little sample, coloring sample, which I didn't finish, and that's okay. So yeah, that was this sketchbook. Lots of ups and downs. I feel like I started it optimistically and I worked on it for a little bit, and then life happened and I had to take some breaks in between, and there's some drawings in here that I like. I think overall the sketchbook was just lots of practice, and there's a few drawings that, you know, stand out and I think are pretty good, and the rest are okay, and the rest are just for practice, and it's cool to kind of see my improvement. And I make such like polished oil paintings that I'm really proud of, that sometimes looking at like pages that I'm not happy with, it's kind of just like, it's kind of like, oh, it's a little disappointing, but that's what art is. I don't know. But also I feel like it's relatable. Like, not every page is going to turn out how you want it. Not every piece is going to turn out how you want it. And a lot of it is about experimenting and seeing what you like and what you don't like. And I'm glad to be done with this girly, because she is tired. She's ready to retire. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little sketchbook tour. I did start a new sketchbook, which will give you a little sneak peek of my new one. I already put a bunch of stickers on it. Here's the first little page. I'll give you a little sneak peek. And I've done a little bit of the next page, but I won't show you because this will be for another time. But yeah, just started this one. Don't know how long it'll take me to fill it. I also just finished like a whole silly sketchbook, and so I'm going to do that sketchbook tour soon. And then I think I'm just going to stick to one sketchbook, because I had been doing like, I'd been using this one alongside my silly sketchbook, and I just like kept going back to the silly one because I liked it a lot more. But I loved working in that one a lot more than this, so I think I'm just going to stick with one this time and do everything in here. So, you know, whether I'm feeling silly or not, my sketches are going to go in here, I think. So hopefully that'll make it go a little faster, and pretty sure it won't take me 2 years to finish the next one, but we'll see what happens, because I'm still in grad school, which is cool. That rhymed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this sketchbook tour. By the way, I think this is a moleskin, if you're interested. I'm definitely going to do more sketchbook tours in the future, and then I also have some videos that I'm working on for like an oil painting I did recently, which I'm really proud of. But that there's like 16 hours of footage. It's kind of crazy. So I'm trying to break that down and get it into a video. So I thought I would do some sketchbook tours in the meantime while you're waiting. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and subscribe if you want to. I kind of post irregularly due to my grad school schedule, and you know, I haven't gone full-blown YouTuber influencer, but I like sharing my artwork online, and I think it's fun. It's also cool to see the improvement. So I'll see you next time. I don't know how to like end videos. I'll see you in the next one. No, I feel like someone already does that. I'll see you in the next video. No, I didn't like that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I don't know how to wave. This way. Bye. Bye. See you later.